Okay, on to the co-main. Andre Arlovski versus Chase Sherman. Or should I say Andre, I see you, Arlovski.
Roll the clip.
3 wins in your last 4, man.
I see you.
Hey, I see you too, my man. Hey, congratulations,
Thank you very
man.
much.
Heavyweight bout.
Yes, sir.
Yo, at 42,
Come on, man.
Andre Arlovski.
Come on, man. He's still there, baby.
He's still there. What the fuck?
We found ourselves subconsciously just rooting for Andre just based off the fact that, he's still there chugging and slugging.
Seriously.
At that age.
And yeah, I mean, he just fought.
He just fought. The loss was a pretty bad loss to Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
But let's be real, Tom Aspinall's pretty nice with it. Quick ass hands, good chokes.
I'd say, I think we said this before, Tom Aspinall is a top contender.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
is. He's one of the new breed of the heavyweights where they're athletic and stuff.
But
I think
isn't
we've
it
said that
crazy that Andre Arlovski went from getting dosed in that fight, and a few months later,
all of a sudden, he's floating like a butterfly, stinging like the bee of Belarus, baby.
Yo, seriously.
As soon as he started floating on his feet, we're like, oh!
That was into the last round,
Yeah,
too.
man.
Andre has got a resurgence.
Yes. I think the story of that fight was that jab.
Yeah.
He just kept on landing it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Sherman really had nothing for him in terms of, negating that reach. I guess he doesn't use head movement at all.
Sherman?
Yeah, because he was just eating him. That was, his defense. And I actually also noticed that this kind of happens with guys who are, stronger. His guard was, really open. It wasn't very close to where he could really effectively block the jab. So, left that room to reach his chin constantly.
Yeah, and it wasn't to say that. I mean, Chase definitely did find success, he was able to when I remember in the beginning of the fight when Andre would try to get in with those jabs, he would end up eating a good counter left hook, counter right hook. He was kind of trying to be the aggressor while Chase was trying to be more of the counter puncher, right?
Yeah. And then Chase actually hurt him in that first round.
Yeah.
And we thought that Arlovski was about to get knocked out, but he survived. And I think that little bit of getting rocked clicked in his head, and he's like, okay, baby, I'm back. You brought the werewolf back.
Yeah, and I do think that, Andre Arlovski, I think it was one of those things where he paid dues in the beginning of the fight that paid out later, like the calf kick or the body shots. They, added up.
Yes, the calf kick especially. As the fight goes on, you could see the welt on Sherman's lead leg just getting more and more and more red and more swollen to the point where Sherman in his corner told his coach that he can't put any weight on his lead foot. And when you can't put weight on your lead foot, that takes away all power from pretty much all your power strikes because that's where your weight is going for your right straight. That's where your weight is shifting off of for a hook. So you need your lead leg a lot in a fight.
For sure.
That's your most important leg.
And I think it was the same thing as, Sherman was losing the power, Andre just got more and more confident.
He was just turning it on and on, just building the volume.
Yo, he was just light on his feet. Dude, his cardio was impressive.
Shockingly good.
Yo.
Shockingly good. He didn't look like an ounce of way too tired at the end.
No.
It wasn't Curtis Blades tired at all.
No, you should bring him into the next Winter Olympics because the dude was skating. The guy was doing sow cows and figure eights, bro.
Was this card a figure skating competition?
Dude,
because he brought the ice, baby.
He brought the ice. Yo, seriously, Andre Arlovski went in and he really put on almost a clinic on how to not just survive a fight, but how to last.
Yeah, how to just turn it on.
Exactly.
As the fight goes on, how to build up momentum.
Yeah.
Because I feel especially this late in his career, he's definitely a slow starter now, and it takes him a little bit of time just to build up that momentum and rhythm, and acknowledge where his range is.
Right.
It's just been he's just been in games for so long. I don't know if any of you watched OG Andre Arlovski fights. He was so scary.
Yeah.
He looked like a man who's in the middle of a werewolf transformation. And he's not quite there yet. That really scary middle where you have fangs and your hair is all long.
Dude, also, the juice helps maybe. But, the guy could have cosplayed as Sabretooth in the next Wolverine movie.
Dude, he looks exactly like Sabretooth. Oh, my gosh. 100%. Oh my gosh.
Like the classic animated X-Men version.
Yeah. That one, yeah, dude, he looked exactly like that, bro. But definitely, man, he was Minute Maid for sure. You know, he had a high juice concentrate.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, like it was. I mean, in the beginning, it was a close fight. Sherman definitely. I mean, he had success. He definitely had like good enough striking to where sometimes it seemed like, you know, he hurt Andre in some instances.
But I think what's alarming is if you're going to try to compete in that heavyweight division, the fact that he was getting his face touched so much by a jab, and even though he was getting touched, he wasn't adjusting, you know, he wasn't trying to slip, he wasn't trying to just catch the jab.
Right.
You know, it's actually pretty effective just to keep your hand there.
Right.
You know, just catch it. But he was just like, nope, I'm going to eat this on my forehead, eat it on my chin, try to make it in. But
see, that's the thing about the heavyweight division, right, is that, like, they were both trading and eating shots. But when it comes to people like Francis Ngannou,
you ain't trading and eating with him.
Derek Lewis, you know what I mean?
You trading and sleeping.
Exactly. So it's like that kind of punishment can only take you so far. So, you know, but either way, I'm extremely happy for Andre.
Dude, so happy.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, rooting for the man.
The guy is a staple of the UFC.
Yeah, and a legend, you know. Regardless of how his career has been going or where it will go in the future, you're a legend, Andre Arlovski.
Yes, easily. So, you know what?
Congrats.
Chase Sherman, you did well, but Andre Arlovski, put in on the freaking brakes.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
$244 even.